Welcome to another episode of Vice Tribe, where we teach, reach, inspire, bridge, and empower the community here on WTTR Radio. I'm your host, Hefe JAP. I'm here Saturdays 5 to 7. Thank you for tuning in to Vibe with the Vice Tribe. I have recording artist LuLu Dallas in the building with me today.
What's good?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, you man.
I'm doing great. How's your weekend going?
We've been going perfect, somewhat.
Okay, that's good. The weather's nice. There's a lot of traffic out there. You got the SEC game, the football game going on.
Damn right.
That's what's up. But today we're gonna be talking about your EP that you got coming up, your single that you're about to release called ZeusThatHoe.
ZeusThatHoe.
And your clothing line called RoyalFamily18.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna get into some vices. We're gonna talk about nature, which I love.
I love too.
Meditation. I love meditation. I think that should be a big part of everybody's day.
Important.
Some meditation. And then we're gonna talk about the gym, which I think ties into nature and meditation, and then Spades, which is what you do in your downtime.
Hopefully a lot of black people.
Yeah. I know I learned at a young age, so I don't really play too much now. So get started doing music.
Honestly, like, what's crazy, music came kind of later in my career for me, because like starting out as a baby, I'll say a baby, but I was like 3 years old, going into 4 years old. When the Jackson 5 American Dream movie came out, I played Randy Jackson as a baby. With Angela Bassett.
Right.
I met all of Michael Jackson's family. He wasn't in the movie, in case anybody think that boy playing Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. Was not.
Wow, okay.
But good actor and looked just like his ass. But that was actually where I started out, was with, acting. And then, long story short, when things just got corrupted with that, from 18 years old, I actually say 19 carrying on. I got a lot of my studio practice from making music for a lot of people know now from Legendary, the ballroom scene. And stuff.
Okay.
So
like house type music?
Yeah, like I started out with house type music, really just for fun and shit like that. I didn't really expect that shit to go crazy. But, that went viral, and, after a certain amount of years of just MCing and getting a lot of practice from that, I moved to Atlanta, and that's when I really wanted to start. I was really always interested in music. Weirdly, as a child, again, going back to my childhood, I was able to play instruments by ear.
Okay. So you just naturally musically talented.
I was like Nick Cannon on drumline, like for real. I was able to start, just pick up an instrument and start playing it, because I'll keep hitting the tunes until it sounds like something I know.
Right.
And then, my mom was always telling me, like, damn, you got a gift for music. Like, you should pursue that. So I was thinking into it. So, I moved to Atlanta and started getting a lot of, training and writing, and got vocal training. Rapping seemed like, from doing the shit from the ballroom scene and stuff like that, I wanted to just be like, yo, let me see how my voice sound like on the track. It took a lot of transition, because people don't know what I realized when I got here. Music is hard work.
Yeah, you got to practice with it.
Hell yeah, you got to practice, you got to really find your sound and things like that. So, through, a lot of stuff that I feel like questions will come up later and stuff, I felt like I had started to get really in tune to my sound, so I started getting really serious about the project.
Okay. So before I ask one question, so you said instruments. So what instruments do you play? Or do you still play them now?
The instruments that I played was like a trumpet, saxophone, mainly a piano. I could go with.
Nice.
Really?
Okay, cool. And are you a solo artist? Are you in a group? Or I couldn't really figure that part out.
Other question I feel like come up later. I am a solo artist.
Okay.
It started out kinda as I was pursuing my solo career, as far as a project I was working on, then a collaboration started, which again, questions that we answer later. But things.
Okay, speaking of that, then I was gonna say, what is the inspiration behind that, and what does that mean? It's not okay. You kind of gave me an example, but I want to hear it from you. So what is that? What does ZeusThatHoe mean?
So ZeusThatHoe, really, what I feel like, problems in society today is sometimes we be quick about things. We look. A lot of people want relationships. A lot of people scared of lonely. Some people just want company. Some people haven't mastered really being by themselves, which ain't a bad thing. Like, in the Bible, we even say, like, we put here to need somebody. A lot of people don't understand it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, we pick and choose who we want in our life. And sometimes social media and a lot of things make that happen a lot faster. And this world's a lot more subject to change.
Because you're not putting the actual time in.
That time that our ancestors had, it's just not the time that we are given today that we, choose to lay out for ourselves and things. So, my thing is, like, where ZeusThatHoe, the inspiration that song came from, is just like, really, honestly, it wasn't talk about my relationship, which a lot of people that listen to the lyrics think so. But I'm like, I wouldn't have had him on the project if that was the case. Okay. But it's really just talking about a form of, when you start talking to somebody, like, you get in the dating process and things like that. Yeah. And then once people get too connected, they're like, damn, like, you feel obligated to a person. It's just like, nah, like, we look for certain things in a relationship and we tend to become blind when we start to like people. You feel me? So it's just like, if somebody's not giving you what you want, ZeusThatHoe. You feel me? Okay. It's just like, and what ZeusThatHoe means is just like everybody know Zeus. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically saying make that motherfucker disappear. You feel me? Zeus from Hercules. Zeus, yeah.
Okay. So do you have a visual? Will you have a visual with the single as well?
I do. The project, I end up naming the Mad King. The visual came a lot of basis from just being like that. That's why I ended up pushing ZeusThatHoe to be the first one, because I'm just like, Zeus come from Greek mythology. Greek mythology come from a lot of, kings, queens, things like that, goddess and things like that. So,
Okay. And then probably get into the whole meditation and nature thing that you was drawing from. Okay, so you already brought it up. So you said the EP. So it is called The King Mad.
The Mad King.
The Mad King. Okay, I got that backwards. The Mad King. Okay. When is the EP coming out?
The EP, I'm planning on actually releasing by spring.
Okay.
I was actually thinking about releasing around a birthday. That'd be a birthday gift to myself. Then.
Because you're a Taurus. You're a Taurus, right?
I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus as well.
Period. When's your birthday?
April 30th.
I'm a May Taurus. I'm May 4th. Okay. So I ain't too long after you.
Okay. That's what's up. And you'll be what, 34?
I'll be 34.
Okay, same here. So we was born in the same year. That's crazy. So spring, you know how many tracks is gonna be on there?
About 8.
About 8.
It's an EP, yep.
Okay. I'll definitely be looking for that. I'll be looking for the visuals and everything as well.
Period.
Your clothing line, RoyalFamily18.
Again, some royal shit. Some king shit.
Tell me about that.
So, the royal family really came behind a strong thing of like, I will say admit, a lot of my little guilty pleasures, I like medieval times or mid-century type thing. I feel like a lot of real people or our ancestors that we describe come from, that time period. And that's where I feel like a lot of real things took place. So I'm very heartful towards it.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times relationships was different because people look at relationships a lot of times as like, oh, I love this person, or oh, this person's cute.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But back then, it was about connecting businesses and stuff like that. You see Beyonce and Jay-Z, they remind me of actual king and queens and stuff like that because that was two businesses that became like epic, especially for our black community.
Yeah, like an empire,
yeah, long story short, Royal Family came from a long, trait of thinking, and I'm a big visual person, so it really came from a long, like, thought of just like how I imagine life to be, and our life in society today is crazy. So I look back a lot of dance times for a lot of just energy restoration.
Okay.
That was the best name I could come up with.
Is that what 18 is for the restoration? What does the 18 come into play?
18 is actually a Roman numeral number connected to a lot of nines. So
okay.
I do believe in angel numbers and things like that because, just like angel number 999 represents, finance. So, I'm a business person. So.
Okay. You deep with it. I like that. Moving on. All right. So you was in Florida for Classic Weekend. How was that event?
It was cool. I had a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what it is or what's going on, I show up and do whatever I'm asked to come and do.
You're professional.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, the event, I I mean, when I seen $30 tickets, when one of my friends hit me up and told me that they're charging $20, $15 a lot of other places, you know, I didn't really know what my expectation was, but at the same time too, it's just like, you know, I love what I do.
Right,
so I was just like, as long as I show up and do what's needed to be done, that's what matters.
Okay, right.
Like, you know, and it's still like everything worked out well. Me and my team did what we needed to do. I had a good time.
Okay. So you performed, how many songs did you do on your set?
I performed 4 of my songs, like a, you know, quick snippet of each.
Okay.
Like, you know, what I felt like was valuable in each song, and then I performed lastly the single that I'm coming out with.
Okay. And it was at the Grand Orlando Resort.
Yes.
Okay,
how was the adult venue?
Okay. How was the a resort? How was the resort? And you said adult venue, so was it like kind of sexual, or just?
I mean, I guess that's what they want to do with dances, but you
like
know,
strippers.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't, you know, they weren't naked, but you know, so I just go.
Okay, well that's cool then. That's cool. So it wasn't nothing crazy. And it was put on by What's Up ATL.
Yeah, What's Up ATL. You know, shout out Mario. What's good?
That's what's up. So you like working with them, and you can see yourself working with them again.
I wouldn't mind. I guess I wouldn't mind. I like Mario.
Okay, cool.
What are
So, all right. So what we just got to listen to was Booth. All right, which is a hot track, by the way. Dope concept, dope video, dope visual. How did that come about? How did Booth?
Booth was the start to the whole collaboration project in the first place. Booth came about because some interesting nigga named Bugs or something, he I guess was trying to collaborate around the time I was, you know how tourists is. I was trying to put the, you know, best support I could into when I met Mr. Perry and stuff, which is how things kind of started with us in the first place. And you know, they were already planning on doing something together, and I was invited last onto it actually as a feature. So then through some fuck shit that I guess, I don't know, whatever the hell that was going on with him and whatever problem he had with the situation, but I was like, told him that we don't need this nigga on the fucking shit. We could do this shit our goddamn self and stuff like that. What can he offer that I can't, you know what I'm saying, produce to this my damn self? I done been in this work too long and shit like that not to be able to offer anything. So then when we started making posts and doing lives and things like that, a lot of people were just like, oh, why don't y'all work on something? They got, a lot of people thought we was coming out with an album together and things like that. So then, you know, we pretty much at that point, from what everybody just imagined us as a public figure, which that really wasn't our intention at all. You know, we just kind of was just like, oh, the people want, you know, a lot of people that was fans of us and stuff like that, if that's what they wanted, then I was like, shit, let's go for it.
Right.
So, you know, we end up going from me just actually being a feature on it with them to where, you know, after they had some issue with him wanting to be on some, I don't know if it's a label or whatever the fuck he got going on. You know, he ended up denying that. Then he didn't want involved or wasn't going to support the project at all and shit like that. So we took things into our own hands. And then, you know, we pretty much together came up with the visual concepts of, you know, what the photo shoot, what the video's gonna look like and everything like that. And then from there, we started working on the full project and we just decided to make an EP together. Booth was actually about to take off pretty big because we had a PR at the time, right before COVID hit, that we was about to be in V-Man magazine.
Okay.
You know, sponsored by John Paul Gaultier. For everybody remember the cologne with the, you know, which he does fashion and stuff well, which he was gonna get to us. But you know, cologne with the torso, the bod. You know, everybody knows John Paul Gaultier's.
Which is nice.
You know, Nicki shouted him out in the song before. Like, yeah, we had a full setup, and then COVID hit, shut down New York, and that whole thing got demolished. But
okay, I'm sure there'll be other opportunities with
hell yeah, never fails.
Yeah. Okay. So ZeusThatHoe. So you want to give us a live rendition of that, or?
Hell yeah, I don't mind giving a live at ZeusThatHoe. So ZeusThatHoe gonna be the first single. Again, it's gonna be coming out mid in January. Definitely keep y'all updated. But ZeusThatHoe chorus begin with Maybach. Think I'm toxic, you should stay back. Stay back, I'm charging interest for the time that you thought you used me at the bill when I send the whole 360. ZeusThatHoe. Lately, I call you baby cause you basic. Time is easy cause I've been patient. Sad to see you didn't make it all. Didn't know that you had them scars, parallel shape just like bars. Thought you trapped a nigga running far. In your dreams, you a pride bitch, wishing on some superstition bitch. I should hide, Ripley's believe it or not bitch. All the times you wanna blame me, take my text and frame me. I lay down, I'm quiet and you really thought you tamed me. Black gymnastics, so because I'm balanced, kill a bitch with silence, let them leave, drop that bitch off on an island. Whoa, you look confused, like that time you said you changed and didn't do shit. You say that I'm worthless, others say I'm on my cruise ship. Permanent trip from the old, I'm on some new shit. There's no more bullshit. Feel me? Be good on your own. Feel me? You gotta be the best of yourself before you can get in a relationship, and everybody need to know that shit.
That's right. That's so true. That's so true. Okay, so you love nature, so we're gonna start the vices. So nature and meditation. So what do you love about nature?
What I love about nature, you know, everybody has their own healing methods and meditational, methods. But one thing about nature for me, which I feel like a lot of nature signs, period. Shout out to my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, 9 yards. Like, one thing about nature is like it calms me. Like, I love water. I love trees. I love, actually, some people scared of heights, but I love being on top of mountains and everything.
Okay.
And there's something about the breeze, there's something about what God created for us that, really be a strong meditational zone. And a lot of people don't, realize you get your energy back from that. All these really things like electronics and, these things destroying our brains, bro. Like, so have we depended on social media, like, or, internet at this point, like is it at the point we can't even spell words no more without Siri or whoever else correcting it for us. So nature's a time to get back to that natural zone of where we came from. You feel me?
I love nature too myself. Like I just went hiking this morning. I like to go hiking in like Kennesaw Mountain.
Kennesaw Mountain, my favorite place to go. Everybody think Stone Mountain overrated. Go to Kennesaw
Very
Mountain.
overrated. Yeah, I be telling people. I be trying to put people on. So, but I went this morning because usually I go when it's kind of warmer out. And then we got this weird weather now. I ain't gonna say weird. But,
bipolar.
It was warm, so I woke up and I was like, I should go to the mountain. Because usually I can't go in December, so I went to the mountain, and I love nature. And like you said, it brings me back. It kind of centers me and brings me back to earth, and it kind of just lets me know that it's bigger than me. And it's not, there's more out there. And I do work out when I'm out there too. So what do you do in nature? You just go outside? Do you like to walk? Do you like to hike? What do you do?
A lot of things. I'm an animal lover, and then I had 3 dogs. I love my dogs.
Okay.
Love my canines. They enjoy it as much as me. I feel like it's hard to take my friends, but my dogs is always willing to go for the trip.
Okay.
So it's just like being with them a lot of times, watching them enjoy themselves. A lot of times it's a lot of time I get to write my music. I get in a great mental state for that. I love the whole 9 yards. I love walking. I love hiking. I love sometimes getting a little tent, building that bitch up. And sleeping in the motherfucker if I go on a camp and trip. You feel me?
That's what's up. I actually want to do that. So I know me and some of my friends was talking about going camping, and because I haven't done that since I was a kid. So I would love to be outdoors and see. Okay. That's what's up. So anything else about nature? Meditation. So do you meditate outside, or do you meditate? Where do you meditate? Where do you?
So my form of meditation, I actually do sometimes turn on some meditation music.
Okay.
Meditation music is really, interesting. If you can give yourself 5 or 10 minutes, and all my iTunes and Spotify fans, you can definitely find some. All you got to do is type in the word meditation, it comes up for you and stuff like that. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes. It's not the music that, It's not the music, honestly, to me that gets me with the meditation. It's just more of the chance that, you know, it's a certain particular sound that hits your vibrations of your body that you could just literally, it gives you a focal point. Like when you listen to music, no matter what genre, you know, you're going into whatever the person's talking about, or sometimes the flow of the beat. Meditation has a particular sound that you're just tuning into.
The name come about. How did you get the name?
The name. My name is, well, so it comes from LuLus.
Okay, yeah, your name is LuLus.
And as a nickname growing up, it then went from Lou to, you know, getting established in the ballroom scene, things like that. It then graduated to LuLu.
Okay.
One of my favorite places, you know, definitely to go to is Dallas, so it just ended up being LuLu Dallas, but really the ultra name Lou Dallas.
Okay.
LuLu is just a nickname.
Okay. All right, so Jim, so you like working out?
I love working out.
Okay, how often do you work out?
I work out almost pretty much 5. Try to do 4 or 5. Some weeks hit 6 days.
Oh, wow, that's very ambitious. Like, there was once upon a time I could get like 5 in, and I can't even get. I'm good at getting 3 now. I'm good at getting 3 because I'd be so busy. I'd be so busy, and then like being a homeowner, I'd be doing so many like projects at home. So it just.
Hell yeah! Sometimes your house is a home studio. You feel me?
It is. Oh, trust me, it is. Okay, so 5 days. You said 5, sometimes 6.
5, sometimes 6.
That's good.
Some weeks get cut short from being busy, and I ain't gonna lie, I be 4 or 3.
Okay.
On like rare occasions.
But as long as you don't fall off, that's the main thing.
Yeah,
like you can miss a couple of days, but get right back on it. Okay, that's what's up. Well, you seem very healthy and very fit, so that's what's up. Like I said, I try to go 3 times a week, and I like to go hiking. So I'm real big on cardio. So
hiking's another form of exercise too. Never forget that.
Oh yeah. So Spades. So you love to play spades?
Spades, yes.
Okay.
I know a lot of people just be like, oh, everybody aggressive and shit like that. One thing about Taurus is I feel like we love to talk shit. There ain't nothing like doing it on the motherfucking table. Like, I love spades. It's just something in my spare time. Just like some people like PS4, whatever else. Spades is just something that just be like, it's fun to do. I feel like, you know, even having kickbacks or parties and stuff is a great way to get people social. Because, you know, especially in places like Atlanta, everybody loves standing around the damn walls and staring at people.
Right, looking crazy.
I'm an energy person, so like, you feel me? It'd always be a great way, between that or Uno, to, you know, people to start conversation, people to get to know each other, stop acting standoffish or entitled, whatever the fuck that glues people to the damn walls.
Right. I think thinking that they insecurities and their ego. When did you learn how to play spades?
I taught myself.
Okay.
Honestly, like, so, about 2 exes ago.
Okay.
Like, that's actually where I got it kind of interested. I guess, like, where he was always like, why don't you learn how to play spades? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, so one time they was playing it, you know, the kickback we had, shit like that, and, you know, at that point I was a little determined. I'm like, I'm gonna pick this shit up. Y'all talking shit over here, so if anything, found a reason for me to talk shit. I ain't know how to play for shit, so I was just like, and he was a badass teacher, like, I ain't gonna fucking lie. So I just ended up picking up the app, like downloading one of the apps, and I read the rules, you know, just like Fantasia said, we gotta lose to win, so I lost a lot of games to figure out, like, what the fuck is a kid this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then now, I ain't gonna lie, get me on the spades table now, I bet you won't win.
Okay, so you good. Okay, I might have to come out of retirement. Because I'm like, I do not play for nothing, and I'm like, because I learned, I think I was like 10 when I learned. Like, I learned.
You should have a good early start then.
I'm pretty good. I just have to be. It's really my partner. I have to have a good partner because your partner, like, you can only do so much by yourself, and then, you know, you got to play the hand you dealt. So you got to be smart with it. But yeah, like if believe it or not, like my sister, she taught me at a young age, and I think that's why I don't play now because I played at a young age, and then it's like I just kind of got away from it. Then it kind of keeps you glued to the table, and it's like I be wanting to move around, and I don't want to be confined to that one spot. So.
I don't mind.
That's what's
So
up.
I'm winning. I was like, shit, let me just get all the wins I can, gather them one. My friends be getting mad, so that's why I just be trying to get up. Cause my best friend be cussing me out. He be like, what the fuck, get up.
Okay. So let's talk dating and relationships.
Woo! Dating and relationships. Like, honestly, with and even when I got with my ex, I was at the point to where I was exhausted. Like, I know a lot of people scared of lonely. And sometimes relationships has its convenience, but to me, the way I feel about relationships, it has its convenience when there's a collaborative effect to it.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe in it should be two business ties. Like, that's back like how things used to be, where you were bringing together, finance and connecting businesses and things like that. Other people believe in sometimes, there's the stay-at-home mom or dad or wherever you got worked out any relationship involved and stuff like that, which has its convenience, but it's like both sides play a huge role. You feel me? Like, relationship, rather, no matter where you look at it, is like a job. It's a constant job.
And you gotta continually work at it, just like any other type of situation or friendship, because a friendship is a relationship.
Damn right.
At the same time, and sometimes those could be even more demanding sometimes, depending on your friends. But
it has this. I feel like the difference between friends and relationship is the thing that you share with your partner that you don't with your friends is the sex.
I'm gonna say, that's the only. That's the. Right. Some people like friends with benefits, but definitely the intimate sex part is what kind of defines the difference between those two.
Yeah, because you have a sharper role to play in a relationship, especially when it comes to the sex and things. Now, some people are into open activities, some people are more monogamous. I feel like it's to each your own situation. A relationship ain't built on a rule book. It's what you and your partner decide on. You feel me?
Exactly.
But communication is the ultimate role that connects things, because when you realize we meet each other, like we grew up in two different families, we got two different histories. So, the thing is, I gotta get to know you. You gotta get to know me. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of communication to get there. I don't know everything that pisses you off. So when you get pissed off, just say, hey, this pissed me off. Like, I don't feel like there's no reason ever to yell or scream or get mad at each other and act like people should know things that you do not know. You feel me? And then another thing, like, there's this big jealousy thing that goes on in relationships, especially in 2020. Everybody got social media, people posting pictures, people, there's a lot of image shit going on. Some people get jealous of either people coming at you or things that they don't have. A relationship about sharing and building. You feel me?
Right.
A relationship is also about, like, remember what you fell in love with the person for. You had the hots for them for whatever they're doing, and then you jealous about whatever they're doing 5-6 months later. You feel me? Like, so, which both sides have a role to play. But, I think one thing that I noticed sharply weird to me is that cheating seems to be the number one thing that people talk about in relationships and stuff, and I'm just like, boy, the thing behind cheating.
I think finances come with more than
finances, and a lot of that. Like, cheating really to me has one thing that plays out in cheating that people don't realize delivers in a lot of other things. If you have somebody that is a cheater, what it is that you're looking at, because some people that be complaining about their boyfriend cheating be having threesomes and shit, or girlfriend too, whatever the case and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean like they be doing their own?
Is it the sexual part of cheating that you're worried about, or is it the disloyalty part? Let's focus more on the loyalty. You feel me? Because loyalty it doesn't only come in having sex with somebody. Loyalty also stands for, are you there for me if I'm in a time of trouble? Are you there for me if I'm sick? Are you there for me if, you know what I'm saying, I lost my job or whatever the case and stuff like that? Because, like, you know what I'm saying, if you break up with somebody because of cheating or things like that, will you break up with them because of them other things, or are you gonna give them passes? I'm lost. Like, it has more to do with, like, am I the type of person that say, would I leave somebody for cheating? I can't put that into a single category. I will leave you for being disloyal. I will leave you if you have a lack of communication.
So have you been cheated on before?
In past relationships, I can't necessarily say that for my most recent ex.
Okay.
He was pretty loyal in that category.
And then even with them cheating, did you stay in that relationship, or did you, like, leave?
So you being a Taurus, I'm sure you know how we are. Like, feeling emotions become a little numb. because it just be a lot of thought processes to go into, like, woo. You feel me?
Kinda, at least for me, I like kind of pull out, like.
Yeah, it just be like a woo. Like if I choose to stay, like you got a lot of showing me, like, are you really here to do? And if you don't meet that obligation at that point, and that goes for all standards, like of loyalty, like I said before, like, because just like the most recent situation, it had nothing to do with cheating or anything and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, damn, where can I look at in my life? Are you there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that happens with me and stuff like that, where can I see where you fall behind and I feel protected, or, you know, that I have, this is a combined situation. I'm not just taking care of your ass. Like, you feel me?
Exactly. Like, okay. And then as a Taurus, like, at least, like, I know for me, like, once the trust is gone, I'm kind of, pretty much, it's a wrap. There was one time that in my earlier years, I was cheated on. And I went back. But once I went back, I was just like, I didn't stay long. Maybe like a month or so after that, it just wasn't the same. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And at least that's how I know, like, now that if somebody cheated on me, like, in the future, it's a wrap. I'm not even gonna try to, like, stay and work it out, because I already know my mind is not gonna do it.
I mean, if it got to the point that it caused you to break up, one thing, you know, shout out to my friend that Dallas, lives in Dallas.
Okay.
Deron. He told me one thing, and I feel like it stood the golden motherfucking truth. Like, an ex is an ex for a reason.
Right.
And whenever you go back, it is 2-3 times worse than partner deciding on. You feel me?
Exactly.
But communication is the ultimate role that connects things, because when you realize we meet each other, like, we grew up in 2 different families, we got 2 different histories. So, you know, the thing is, I gotta get to know you. You gotta get to know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of communication to get there. I don't know everything that pisses you off. So when you get pissed off, just say, hey, this pissed me off.
Right.
Like, I don't feel like there's no reason ever to yell or scream or get mad at each other and act like people should know things that you do not know. You feel me? And then another thing, like, there's this big jealousy thing that goes on in relationships, especially in 2020. Everybody got social media, people posting pictures, you know. People, you know, there's a lot of image shit going on. Some people get jealous of either people coming at you or things that they don't have. A relationship is about sharing and building. You feel me?
Right.
A relationship is also about, like, remember what you fell in love with the person for. You had the hot spot for whatever they're doing, and then you jealous about whatever they're doing 5-6 months later. You feel me? Like,
right.
So, which both sides have a role to play. But, you know, I think one thing that I know is sharply weird to me is that cheating seems to be the number one thing that people talk about in relationships and stuff. And I'm just like, boy, the thing behind cheating,
I think finances come with more marriage.
Finances, right? And yeah, a lot of that. Like, cheating really to me has one thing that plays out in cheating that people don't realize delivers in a lot of other things. If you have somebody that is a cheater, what it is that you're looking at, because some people that be complaining about their boyfriend cheating be having threesomes and shit, or girlfriend too, whatever the case and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean like they be doing their own dirt?
Is it the sexual part of cheating that you're worried about, or is it the disloyalty part? Let's focus more on the loyalty, you feel me? Because loyalty it doesn't only come in having sex with somebody. Loyalty also stands for, are you there for me if I'm in a time of trouble? Are you there for me if I'm sick? Are you there for me if, you know what I'm saying, I lost my job or whatever the case and stuff like that? Back. Because, like, you know what I'm saying, if you break up with somebody because of cheating or things like that, will you break up with them because of the other things, or are you gonna give them passes? Right. I'm lost. It has more to do with, like, am I the type of person to say, would I leave somebody for cheating? I can't put that into a single category. I would leave you for being disloyal. I will leave you if you have a lack of communication.
So have you been cheated on before?
In past relationships, yeah. I can't necessarily say that for my most recent ex.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
So, fatherhood. So you are a dad. Okay.
I am.
How is fatherhood for you?
Fatherhood is amazing. I love my 6-year-old child. It was a crazy 6 years, and I don't say because of him. I just be thinking like, bro, this shit crazy because sometimes I be waking up realizing like, yo, you have a son. I gotta knock myself in the head and remind myself that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's something I never honestly imagined in my life, but it's a beautiful thing to have.
Okay. So you got a 6-year-old. You got a boy or a girl?
He's a boy.
Okay, nice. Does he live with you?
He lives between me and my.
Okay, so joint custody. Okay, that's good. At least you're still in his life. That's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Hell yeah.
With him being, so is it like half and half? Like is he away? Like, do you miss him when he's away? Like,
yeah, I miss him when he's away.
Okay.
He's like my little twin.
Okay. That's what's up. So, do you want more kids?
I don't know. I mean, like, if it come, it come. But if I get into like a story of like, where my son came about, uniquely, I feel like it's a beautiful situation because he got his mom and his dad equally.
Okay.
And I just remember telling myself back in like 2014, where I was just like, yo, like, honestly, real true story. I seen a man like running on the treadmill with his, I think this boy had to be about 5-6 years old or something in the gym. Like, and I'm just sitting here working out like, what the fuck? Like, it just seemed like the coolest relationship. It wasn't like him making the boy do it. The boy was just like, yo, like, Dad, I want to be like you. And, I'm never a type of person, I'd ever make my child, like, forced to be like, yo, this is what I want you to be. I know a lot of kids go through that.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it's just a unique thing about when I got to a point that relationships was drawing its core for me to where I'm like, whoa, I'm getting tired of these motherfuckers. You already gotta test the bitch and see if they loyal. Like, I know one thing about a child, like, once you put the love and care, like, the loyalty is there. Like, you feel me?
And unconditional love.
Yeah, and
like
it's
that.
Crazy, like, even to sometimes look at him and he be having a microphone up to his face, I just be like, not something I asked for, but damn near, if you want to pursue it, like, by all means, I'm gonna put all the money, time, and effort. That's something I could put money or time and all the effort I have into something and make sure, like, that I won't feel like I regret.
Right.
Like, and when I saw that moment, I was like, I want to have a child. So, shout out to my girl Kaisha. Like, we actually, a lot of people be like, was y'all in a relationship, this and the third? Like, the answer is no. Like, uniquely, I just feel like she understood what I wanted, and we actually met working. And skipping forward, it just turned into a beautiful situation because, what a lot of times a child want or sometimes need is that, they don't even know as a baby or a child is their mom and dad. Like, it brings a great balance. And it's like, regardless of us needing to be in a relationship or not, like, I feel like he has that. Like, he has that perfect balance to be with both of us. So, I love my son. He's the best thing to me in the world. Like,
right. I'm about to say, outside of pets, like, 'cause you get unconditional love from pets as well. A kid you get that unconditional love too, and it's just like, it's like you don't need nobody else.
Yeah, you treat them well, because everybody be scared of pets, but I'm like, a pet ain't nothing what they say to be like, oh, they turn on you. That's bullshit. Pet could be the most loving animal in the world. It's just all about how you treat that animal.
Yeah, it's the owner. So do you think if you was, I don't know if you said, do you want to get married?
If it's the right person?
The right person. Okay.
I'm not bitter.
Would you, so if you got married, would you want to have other kids, possibly?
It would just depend on, because sometimes people don't want to have kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then some won't date you because you got a kid.
Exactly. True.
Some like you for the wrong reasons because you got a kid.
Exactly.
So it's just one of them. It just depends on what me and that person talk about. Like, I'm more of an organic person, so if it happens, or even in my own life, I decide that, Taurus, if I feel like I decide that, then it just has to be somebody that agree with it.
Okay. Because you already got one. I know I want kids. So
All right, so it's been a wonderful show so far. Tell us where we can find you. Give us your social handles and everything. How you want people to remember you today?
So the social media is the official, everything's spelled the regular way, the official LuLu Dallas. That's my Instagram. YouTube. Just look up LuLu Dallas, like, I'm there. You also have the tag in my Instagram. If you look in the bio, the YouTube is there.
Okay.
That stuff. Website is under construction, but that will be up soon, yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
Facebook like page getting recreated. Some unforeseen circumstances, the why the other name being taken off.
Hey, did you say Twitter too? Did you say?
Twitter, same thing. LuLu Dallas is everywhere, all around the clock.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Are you gonna be somewhere tonight? Are you?
I'm
you
chilling. Honestly,
Okay.
after coming from Orlando and then dealing with the fam, everybody on the Friendsgiving, which, you know, I appreciate y'all coming. Thanksgiving was a turn up.
Okay. All right. Vice Tribe. You know where you can find us. Vice_Tribe_ATL. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find us at Vice Tribe on YouTube. ViceTribe82@gmail.com for business and bookings. TikTok is there. More content coming. Patreon, working on that. Follow, like, subscribe, share, retweet. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Vice Tribe, where we teach, reach, inspire, bridge, and empower the community. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come back next week. Saturdays, 5 to 7, WTTR Radio, Atlanta's #1 alternative live streaming radio show. Out.
This whole video will be up for y'all too. So everybody that tuned in, if y'all went on Apple Music and everything else, stuff like that, appreciate y'all. Music coming out. Again, the first single gonna be dropping in January, and also music will be out by spring. Like, you know, big birthday celebration. Appreciate y'all.